Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be diving into Django, specifically how to configure models, create templates, and render data from database into our web pages. Okay. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any Django tutorials. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to configure Django model and how to create database tables. You'll also know about how to use templates to structure your HTML pages, and you'll also know about how to fetch and display database records in your templates. So let's get started. So in the previous video, we learned about how views and models, URLs, all these things work and how we can configure our application. So we have learned about that. If you have not watched that video, I'll put the link in the description. Check that out first in order to continue with this video. First of all, let's try to understand how we can create models in our application, right? Models are basically uh, the schemas which we use in our database tables. So for that, we create models, and based on that models, our schema is being created in database. So first of all, let's go to our project, Django tutorial project. Here you can see we have models.py file. So let's open it. And here you can create your database models. So let's create our profile database model here first. So in order to create any model, you need to define a class here. So let's say we want to create a model with the name of profile. Okay. Inside, uh, you need to give models.model, and then let's say we want to just create a model for last name and first name of any person. So let's say last name is equals to models dot character field. Let's specify the character field max length is equals to 200, let's say. So it will be a name of max length 200. Okay, next, sorry, I had to first name here, right? First name here, first name as well. Models dot again character field and max length, our max length would be 200 for this one as well. So we have just created a model with two fields. It will be first name and last name. So next thing is we need to migrate our models inside our application in our project. Okay, so this is our application, Django tutorials, our application, and this is our project. We are now in our project directory. Here we need to migrate all the models which are in our application into our project database. Right, for that we need to just write py manage.py and make migrations. Here you need to write the name of your application. In our case, it's Django tutorial. Uh, you can name it whatever you want. Django underscore tutorial. And here we go. So our profile model has been created here. Now here you can see this file has been created, which is our database schema. So if we go to our and open our migrations, here you can see this file has been created. It's basically the schema of our database. Okay, so now we need to migrate this to our DB SQLite. So for completing the migration, you need to just write manage.py and migrate. So now you can see all the migration have been successfully applied and our DB SQLite has now been updated. Okay, so that's how you can migrate your database models to your project Excel database. Okay, so now the next thing is we need to register our model with our application admin so that we can add something into our admin. Okay, so first go to admin and here just write .site .register, and here you need to give the name of the model. So in our case we have profile So let's do that. It's showing here because we have not imported the model yet. So from dot models import profile. Okay, now our model has been registered with our admin. Next thing is we need to run the server. So for that, .py run server. Let's run it. And here we go. Our server is live now. So here, let's check if our server has been registered or not. So this is Django administration. In order to access this, you need to first create a super user. After that, you can access this. So for that, we need to first create a super user. After that, we can access it. Okay, so let's create a super user first. So for creating super user, just open a new terminal, go to your project directory, cd pro developer, and here you need to just write .py create super user. Okay, so here you can give whatever name you like. Let's give it admin, and email address would be admin@gmail.com, and password let's give it admin1234 at admin1234. The password is too common. Yeah, create it anyway. So our super user has been created. Now let's go to the browser, and here let's just give admin, and what was the admin1234? Okay, admin1234. Okay, so here you can see our model, the profile has been registered here, and 0 profiles have been added. For now, just manually add one profile here. Let's name it Khalid Pili. Okay, let's save it. For now, let's just add this uh, object here. Okay, later on we'll render it in our website. So, so that's our admin. Now let's go back to our. Okay, so next thing is we need to create templates, and then we need to render those templates in our browser. Okay, so for that, just you need to create templates outside of your application in your project directory. So for that, just go to your project directory. Here we have, this is our project directory. Here just create a new folder and name it templates. Okay, inside it just create your template file. For now, let's just name it profile.html, and for time being I'm just pasting HTML code here because we don't have to waste time on just writing HTML code. And here I'm just rendering the first name and last name which we have written in our model. So that's what we are doing here in the template. Now our template has been created. Let's save it. And now let's create views for it in our view file. So here just you need to go to our profile. Let's create a name profile and request. So upon any request, we need to first fetch all the profiles from our database. So we would profile dot. So first we need to one important thing, we need to import the model here from dot models import profile. First we need to import the profile, and from that we can fetch all the objects. So here our all profile objects will be fetched here, and then we can render our profile uh, to the template. Okay, so for that just write return here request, and then our HTML, which is profile.html, and then we are passing data, so our data will be profile slash let's also name it profile. Okay, so that's how it works. So we have written our view. Here is our view, which will be returning the template which we have here, this template. it will be returned in this view, and this data will be passed on to our template, and that template will be viewed in our browser, right? So now we also need to define the URLs for this view. Okay, for that, just go to the application, and in our URLs, here we go. Here we need to define the path that upon which request we need to render this template. Okay, so let's write here the profile path. So if someone asks about profile, then you need to render this one. Okay, so views dot we have I think profile name. Yeah, it's profile. So let's copy this, and oops, yeah, views dot profile, and let's name it profile as well. Okay, profile. So now our URLs has also been created. So it's showing an error because we haven't imported. We need to import our profile as well. Here we go, profile. So now you can see we have imported profile and home from our views, and here are we set our URLs. Now I think everything is all right. We need to just run our server. It's already running, I think. Let's run it again. So no more will be. Oh, I forgot to add dot here. So you need to add dot here. Okay. Now it will be all right. Yeah, it's working fine. Okay, guys. So we got an error here. Now to fix this. So here it's saying HTTP response code must be in integer. This means that in our template, in our views, we are rendering some HTTP response which we shouldn't. So for that, let's go to our views, and instead of HTTP response, we need to render the template. So that was the mistake here. Let's save it and let's rerun it. And here we go. HTTP template does not exist. It's showing this because we haven't registered our templates in our project directory, project settings. So for that, we need to go to our project settings. Okay, here inside here we need to write base directory. Oh, oops, base directory and templates. Okay, so it will go and search in the templates, and then inside templates it will search profile and then render that into our application, into the browser. Okay, so let's save it and let's go to our browser again. Okay, here we go. So now you can see user profile and welcome, and then it has rendered the name which we had stored. So you can also check it out, the name once again here. You can see we had this object we had, and we just rendered it here, profile. Okay, so that's how it works. In the next video, we'll try to understand how we can include static files as well, and also how we can create beautiful pages in Django. So we'll learn all those things, and in the lectures we'll try to build different application, different projects, and we'll build upon these things. So for now, that's all. See you in the next one. Till then, keep learning and keep improving yourself.